try again.
Dylan's making me start so hello and welcome to another episode of the Basement Broadcast, broadcasting live from Drew Moore's basement. I am always joined by...
I'm James.
And
Dillon.
And today we have a guest. Introduce yourself.
I'm Daniel. I'm
Hi,
a part of their small
Hi,
group.
Daniel.
Yes.
Well, hi, Daniel. He was here at the conception of this podcast
He
as
was
well.
in the basement where we
The basement.
broadcast from. As always, our guest brings the topic. So, guest Daniel, would you like to introduce our topic for the today?
I would. I chat GBT'd this, but
Like our last
The
guest.
second guest in a row. All right, we're getting on a theme here. Maybe we should do that with all of our topics. Seems to work out well.
Apparently.
but you get to make your own holiday.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to kick us off with the holidays?
I'll kick us off.
Okay,
I'll start
James.
with one. You want to go do one each and then go back around and do our second ones?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
let's
the
do
plan.
it.
I'll start with my first one. Yeah, you want to adjust that? That's a bad spot.
Too bad.
I'm gonna move it.
James and his microphone's always
Well,
having
you know,
trouble.
I was like that with the camera this morning. I run cameras at our church sometimes, just to clarify for
You
some-
were
I don't
doing
know
re-
who would trust you on a
But-
camera.
But you were
I
doing
don't know,
good this
but
morning.
I
You were
would-
locked in.
The problem was I just get really fidgety. I really want to make sure my camera's perfect. And there was like
Fidgety
this little
as in like ADHD?
mic. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. I have proof.
We'll let
I
him
have
keep
proof.
proving his own
The
point.
holiday of no
Well, no,
ADHD.
ADHD is considered a disorder, right? But some of the medical doctors,
disorder that you have.
many of the medical doctors that were originally like the biggest advocates for ADHD being a disorder have all started coming out and saying, well,
Dillon and
maybe
I-
we read the data wrong, or maybe we kind of fudged the data a little bit to make it look like it was an actual
Well,
disorder.
if they're wiping fudge on the data, that's a problem. They should
But
be wiping
that's besides the
fudge
point.
on the data.
I'm just saying, I'm really like fidgety.
Eat
all right?
your fudge. Don't wipe it.
Like the camera was like at a slight decline, like almost completely unnoticeable, but I could kind of see it. And so like I tried to adjust it, and just like one little micro movement, and I actually like pulled the whole thing, and it was like now crooked like this, and then I had to adjust it. But then the micro like
Maybe this is why you should
continuity
have
was-
Sean come help you next time.
well,
Or
I
take
can
some
do what he
meds.
said. Not the point. Not the point.
Or take some ADHD medicine.
Yo, it's literally just speed. I'm not taking drugs, bro. Are you crazy? You know that they did studies on that too, and that they've proven that over the course of time, the people who use those
Hold
drugs,
up. You won't go to the doctor, but you will Google whatever medical problem you have a question about, and
I'm
then
not
you'll
Googling.
read it on
I'm
the
looking
internet.
I'm looking at studies on the things that they're
But-
using
but-
to say that.
Okay, but those are the guys that you won't go see.
Sure.
But you trust them
So,
when
like,
you read it on your phone.
So I can look at the data of the experiments of what they've done, which is they did this study, which was over the course
But
of
you won't go
a
see one of
month.
them.
Over the course of a month, they did a study where they had people use Adderall for help with ADHD, right? And they were like, oh, over the course of this month, look, they like did better than all the people who weren't using it. But then they did a study over the course of 6 months and a year, and they were like, oh, all the people who are using it suddenly started doing way worse as time went on, and they started to drop off and not do as well. And also, ADHD is, I'm sorry, I'm very passionate about this because I've done a lot of research into this now after last time.
So you do or you don't trust doctors?
So it's not
Yeah,
that
wait.
I don't distrust doctors. I never said that I distrust doctors. I don't like to go to the doctor's office.
Why?
Not because I don't like doctors. I just don't like going to the doctor's office.
Why?
Because I don't feel like I need to waste my money or time with that if it's a
I
problem
can
that I
see
know
where he's
can.
coming from with that, though.
If I know it's a problem, like if I were to like break my arm, I'm gonna go to the doctors. But if I'm like, man, I feel kind of sick today, I'm not gonna go to the doctor. I'm not gonna push through it or stay on rest. And if it lasts for more than 3 days, then I'll go to the doctor. But like, I don't hate doctors or disagree that doctors are dumb or that's not what I'm saying. Some of them are, but that's not what I'm saying in general.
Okay.
I think there's been a fundamental misunderstanding of what I've been saying this whole time. Anyway, not the point.
Carry on.
My first
Holidays!
holiday.
Hey, holidays, a topic at hand.
My second one is a little more intense. So we'll start with the first
Wait, what
one, a
was the
little
first
more
one?
lighthearted.
He didn't say the first
Said
one.
anything.
Okay.
We got on the ADD rant.
So
Yeah.
basically, first one, Super Bowl Monday. I think it needs to be an official holiday. No worse.
I don't. We were talking about.
We literally were just talking about that the other
Super Bowl
day.
Monday.
I feel like I shouldn't have to go to work after Super Bowl Sunday. All right, I need a day to rest and relax after that, intense roller coaster of emotions, all the snacks I'm eating.
That
Like I gotta
commer-
recover
the commercial
from that.
game is really
yeah,
intense.
I gotta recover from that. So I feel like I deserve a day off after that. I feel like we should make it a national
take
holiday.
a day off then.
No. But I think we need to nationally holidize
na-
it so that we can all go out.
Holidize.
So is it
Holiday.
just local to the U.S. or is it like international too?
No, it's
I think it'd be
national,
just-
not international. National holiday.
There should be a national holiday.
You can't just say that in other countries probably watch the Super Bowl.
Well, they
well,
would
they
have,
can, but I don't care about them
they would
because they're
have
not part of the
World
United
Cup,
States.
whatever.
Why don't you just take the day off and be done with it?
Oh, I mean, I can, and I normally do, but I just think everyone should have that privilege and honor. I think we should just make it a holiday.
Is it a
and
paid
that-
holiday?
No,
Yes.
it's a what?
Is it
Yes.
a paid time off?
It's PTO.
If it's like after Super Bowl, would it be paid time off?
No, you just get the day off. It's not you don't pay paid. You just get the day off. Everyone takes the day off.
What? That doesn't just happen.
Yeah, it does.
According to
No
James,
one.
it
There's no
does.
work. There's no work on Super Bowl Monday.
So was it like the Sabbath Monday?
Exactly.
Yes, it's Sabbath Monday.
Sabbath Monday.
Super Bowl
Post
Sabbath
Super Bowl.
Monday.
Post Super Bowl Sabbath Monday. I think that this would be a perfect holiday.
It's PSS Day.
There's so much
PSSM
viewership.
Day.
You know, I feel like
Okay.
and like kids, they shouldn't have to go to school. Like that kind of stuff. Because who wants to go to school after you just watch Super Bowl? No one's gonna go anyway. So what's the point in even having it? I think we should just not have school on that Monday.
I'm pretty sure they're fine.
No, I'm telling you. All right, I'm telling you. I think that we should just not.
Well, what would you do on the day? Like, is there a certain thing that you do? Like, you like watch?
Well,
this-
obviously the
Sports
team
Center.
the team that won obviously has the parade and all that kind of stuff, and they celebrate and which they kind of already are doing. But I feel like and then like the other places, like the team that lost should have like a day of penance because they sucked and they didn't do it, and all the other teams, they can either be happy or sad through that day based on what what team they're rooting for in Super Bowl, whether they won or lost.
So everybody gets the day off. Everybody.
Yep. Everyone gets day off, no school, nothing. National holiday.
What happens if you need like gas or food? You can't get it.
That's just rough, honestly. That's
you
kind
just stay
of.
home.
Well, because you just ate it all on Sunday. So what
No,
happens
well,
if
you
want
clearly-
Well, you just
Well-
gotta prepare the days before.
Well, all you eat on the Super Bowl is pizza rolls and wings. That's all you need.
for some people?
What do you eat on the Super Bowl? What do you eat at a Super Bowl party?
Whatever's brought there. I don't.
What
just,
what is your go-to bringing thing to the Super Bowl? What do you bring?
What do I bring?
What do you bring?
That's a good question. I don't really. I mean,
He just shows up and eats.
You just show up with a hungry
usually I
stomach.
just show up and then I'm like,
You just eat
unless
the-
if someone actually tells me to bring something, then I'll bring it. But
What did you go to the
Young adults one.
young
You did.
adult Super Bowl? You were there.
yeah,
Yeah, I could have used the day off after screaming my head off during the commercial game.
Exactly, bro.
Commercial bingo was
commercial
rigged.
bingo was definitely rigged.
I
Yeah.
won because I was cooler than you, but
I won too.
But it wasn't until the very end, wasn't it?
Guys,
Yeah.
we're all winners.
There
I
are-
was like, who is in the room right now? That threw me off. Fruity,
I actually
Fruity
wrote-
Dillon over here.
I wrote an essay on that when I was in high school about why there shouldn't be
Dillon
participation
is now
trophies.
fruity.
When I was in high school, it's
That's
true.
getting cut out.
No, Dylan,
already
you
cut
had
out.
to. No,
why,
you
are
gotta.
why are you cutting someone's stuff out, Mr. Nazi?
Well, that's definitely
cut out
gonna cut.
too.
That's definitely gone.
The
Well,
editor-
gosh dang it, Dylan.
I'm not Dylan.
Gosh dang
Dang
it,
a
Gabe.
2-minute podcast when we're done editing.
Dude, why are you?
Yeah, gone.
Why are
Yeah.
you? Why are you the?
Gone.
Just move on.
Gone.
Delete.
Gone. Cut.
God, you are fired.
Fired.
You're fired.
Fired.
You know what, Gabe?
You
Why don't
canceled.
you give us your holiday?
Fake
Since mine was so
news.
spectacularly awesome. Go ahead and try to follow it up with a topic of your own, a holiday. How are we gonna do this? Who we got?
Well, corn day.
Corn Day.
Corn day.
What is Corn Day?
I mean,
We
your
saw-
body can't digest corn, so I'm curious to know how like this actually works.
We celebrate the corn gods.
Okay. All right.
There's only
Interesting.
one God, so
That's really honestly an interesting holiday. I'm not gonna celebrate it, but I'd like to hear.
Well, you're not required to celebrate the made up corn gods that I made up to celebrate.
Why are
this
you
hol-
making up gods?
Well,
That's the real question here.
I'm making up this holiday that involves a cult that worships two gods: a cornado, which is just a corn tornado,
Okay.
and a cornicorn. They worship them
Why not a cornucopia?
because it's a unicorn made out of corn. It's a cornicorn.
Why not just a
And-
unicorn?
It's a corn.
Okay.
And
All right.
then they celebrate the cornado and the cornicorn.
Hey, Gabe.
Anyway, that's getting
How
cut.
much stock have you bought in corn in the last week?
Too much.
Oh, no.
Gabe's like,
Are you
anyway,
in
my
the
bank
red?
account's actually zero. So if you
We
can all
make-
start buying corn from,
I was gonna start making corn beer.
Okay.
which
Yeah.
is in your room.
Bathtub.
I use that
Kitchen
bathtub.
sink.
Yes. No,
I really
corn
just
day.
put just
We just celebrate corn. We make things out of corn and eat corn. That's really.
Does this
the whole
include
day.
corn dogs?
Oh, it involves anything that involves corn. Corn
So
bread,
anything
corn
with the
dogs.
name corn in it.
Yeah.
is-
Okay, I'm
Popcorn.
down for that. Actually,
Corn
okay.
chips.
I am a corn dog fan. All right, corn dogs are good.
So then
Yeah.
like corn tortillas, like you could do
Oh
that
yeah.
too.
Oh yeah. You can make.
We can make some.
I'm not really a corn
Yeah.
tortilla guy. I prefer flour.
But
to
like
be
you can
honest,
have
so-
corn tortilla tacos. You can do all the things with the corn.
I could try
I bought
it.
up corn
I'll
beer.
try it. What day? Like what type of month
It
would it be
takes
in?
place August 15th.
Why August 15th?
I
That's
don't know.
interesting.
I just picked a day.
That's really close to my
Because
brother's
that's
birthday. Actually,
next to my birthday, really. So like that's
exactly.
that's 2 days before.
I didn't. I had
Your
no
birthday
clue.
actually is lost in
I
translation.
had
all
no
often
clue.
comes, with corn day.
I just picked a day.
He just picked a day.
I
He
just
scrolled
picked
through
a
the
day.
calendar. When's
That's
his
corn
birthday?
day.
When's his birthday?
It's corn day.
I'm pretty sure you looked that up in
No.
PCO.
No,
Studying your
I feel like I'll look it up
Co-host.
and it'll be a real holiday. It already exists.
it's corn day, dude.
look
find
it up.
out.
Let's look it up. There's probably some interesting holidays on there though.
Oh,
All right, while
sure.
he looks it up.
What are you looking at? Corn day?
Yeah, is corn day real? I feel like
it
it
is.
is.
Well, if corn day is real, then my imaginary holiday.
But did you
It's
know?
now a reality.
There's a National Corn on the Cob Day.
Well,
How's
That's
that?
June 11th.
well, we take that. We
Really? That's basically my birthday.
we
corn on the cob.
appropriate that day into my day.
So we just roll them into one,
Yes.
It's just all corn, not just
Or you
corn
can
on the
make
cob.
it.
There is a corn dog day, I know that, but we just take all the corn related days about the one
Make 'em in
specific
one.
I like
corn
that.
object.
Consolidate all the corn into one
day.
holiday. Yeah. I also forgot to preface
Corn
everything.
day.
I forgot to preface everything that I was saying with I hate holidays and I don't think we should have any holidays. I think that there shouldn't be any holidays. So I should have prefaced everything
Wow.
that comes out of my mouth with that statement.
You don't like any holidays.
I do
So
not.
what you're saying once again is that you have terrible opinions.
But here's
Exactly.
but here's the problem.
Exactly.
It's not
every
that I,
episode is going to be
it's-
just James having bad opinions and
Does
ADHD.
James have bad opinions?
But here's
the
the
answer is
thing.
yes. Will
It's
he
not
just-
that I hate holidays. Like I just I think we shouldn't do the things in the holidays. It's that I think that we should be celebrating that kind of stuff all the time. Like with Christmas, I don't think that we should limit all that stuff. Like the season. Like I'll hear people be like getting something like, man, that'll make a really great Christmas gift, and like they'll wait to give it to the person until Christmas. And I'm just like, bro, that's dumb. Like if I think they'd like it and I got it for them, I want to give it to them. Like I want to be excited with them.
You know
like,
you can still do that, right?
right, but I know, but I just don't like that people will limit themselves
do
to
it.
that.
Just do it then.
You can still do that.
And I think that the purpose of the holiday and the whole idea
Just
of like
do it.
celebrating
It's
Christ's
good.
resurrection, I don't think we need to limit that to
Yay.
one time of the year, right? Do it all the time, right? And same with Easter and all those other things. I don't necessarily have a problem with the idea of the holiday, of like what it's celebrating. I have a problem with the holiday itself. I just don't like holidays. I feel like we should be doing that stuff all the time.
Okay. Daniel, what's your holiday?
Dana, what do you got for us?
What do you got for us today? What's your
So-
holiday? He's opening the notes.
Yeah, I am because it's very intense.
Wow, he is way
Wow.
more professional than me. I left my piece of cardboard in my room, so
Yes.
Hey, that's pretty professional. You know,
Yikes.
that's a start.
I just got like
Just interrupt him.
All right, so it's called Purge Day.
Purge.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
Like the movie?
No, but it has nothing to do with the purge.
Like
unrelated.
hoarders?
He's like,
No.
on this day, you just kill
Like-
people and
No, just
Oh,
let me
okay,
explain
Okay,
it.
let's hear Daniel's
Because it's
holiday.
on March 27th, random day.
Okay, like mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Well,
cool.
except for, yeah. Anyway,
Mine involves May's birthday, apparently.
so how it starts is exactly at midnight, reality shifts. So you go into a dystopian.
So it is like the movie.
No.
Oh, keep
continue,
going.
continue,
What?
finish.
Because no one knows how it starts and no one knows how it ends.
But does it just
Wait, I'm
last a day?
confused.
It lasts all day on March 27th. So like
Okay, so at
12
midnight-
a.m. to
Okay.
11:59 p.m. The whole day you're in a whole dystopia. No one knows what's going on, and there's ways you can get out of it, and there's ways that you can like not do the holiday.
Can you?
Did you chat GPT this one too?
The whole
How
thing
does this work?
in full detail.
How does? So wait. So
I'm so confused. How
so
do you
what?
get
How,
into
what do
that?
we do? What do you do on that day? Do you die? Do you
No.
like?
Yes.
fight people?
There's
Yes.
challenges.
Oh,
You
what
have
a-
to complete challenges.
Okay, so what are the challenges?
So some of them are, let's see,
You have to run a mile in 5 minutes.
no.
He's like, I wouldn't be able to pass on, so I don't want that.
So there's one that says find a key in your house that wasn't there yesterday.
I thought this was the dystopia though.
This is the challenges.
So wait, but there, you still have a house. What kind of dystopia is this?
It's I don't know. I chat GPT'd all this, so we're gonna
Oh,
figure
I
this
knew
out.
it. I knew you did it. I knew it.
But I came up with the concept of a dystopian day.
Okay.
That would be a holiday.
So you have to find a key in your house to get out of your house?
This is why I hate
there's five.
AI, you know?
There's 5 ways you can get out.
How
or
does
complete challenges.
this, like, how do you make it, how does this, I don't understand how this works. How do you make it start?
It just
starts.
happens.
Like, how do you just become a dystopian?
No, it just happens.
No, it just happens. The
Reality
day-
shifts.
Reality
How
shifts.
does someone make this holiday happen?
We don't know.
We don't know how it works.
Because no one in the. I'm gonna get to it in just a second.
Okay, carry on.
But-
I think we should have started there, but keep going.
Well, I just have to.
Okay, just
Anyway,
read us
continue.
everything. Read
All
us
right,
everything
Stop
you
letting
have.
Gabe interrupt you.
All right,
Gabe.
everything that happens. So, it starts at 12 a.m. on March 27th.
Okay.
The sky dims, unnatural slate gray. Technology is unreliable. Clocks spin. Street lights flicker. It's all weird.
I'm pretty sure holidays should be like happy things that you celebrate.
Well,
This
that's
is not a
Halloween.
holiday.
It's kind of an interesting holiday. Okay.
It's not a horror
The corn,
day, actually.
corn day, I mean, the corn gods could get pissed off at you and try to kill you if you don't give them the amount of corn they need. But
Oh, let's let him finish. Let him finish.
So every year, no one knows, but every year it happens, and everyone just starts preparing for it in the morning. Like you wake up at midnight and you start preparing for the day.
okay.
I know this is so confusing, but
I like where it is. I like that you
Oh, let's
used
go.
AI
Come on.
tools.
Keep going. Keep going.
so the world looks the same, but everything's twisted. Cities become labyrinths. Familiar faces are unfamiliar smiles. Animals talk.
What?
Wait, are we in the same universe as everyone else? Or
We're all in the same place.
different
Everyone
ones?
is in this reality, but it's only for that day, and then you go back to reality.
Wait, but like you said, familiar faces are now unfamiliar. So like, does that mean that
Well, that's
now
the
I'm in a
twist.
different?
I threw in a twist into this holiday.
I'm confused.
I
No,
know.
I'm,
So, like,
I'm
I
following
forget
this to-
everyone that I
No,
knew,
Yes,
or-
yes, I'm following this to a T. Reality shifts at midnight. We all enter this weird game where everything becomes like a dystopia. Cities become labyrinths. Technology fails. I forget who you are. I forget who he is.
But, like, the
you
thing
guys
is,
forget who I am.
Time doesn't pass the same as it does on Earth. So you can be in there for a day, but you're actually there for weeks.
Wait, so then
So
if,
this lasts-
if it lasts on it started on the 27th, does it really last like all week, really, or like?
No.
No, in that reality, it can feel like a week.
Oh, sorry, got it backwards. Okay, I
Yeah.
understand.
So in reality, like you feel
Yeah.
like you've been there for a
So
week.
you're only there for 24 hours in this parallel.
Yeah, but it just feels
dystopian
like you've been
universe.
there for a long time.
So this is like Nightmare Day.
All right, continue.
So challenges. We'll get to the challenges.
Okay,
'cause-
list off your challenges.
Yeah. So you can solve a riddle whispered by a stranger whose face you cannot see. So you just hear a whisper and you don't know who it is.
is it just my
And
little brother?
you just have to solve it.
Can I like make out the shape of their body and guess who it is?
Anybody in
I mean, if you
If I,
can.
if I guess his name, can,
I was going
can
Pink
I go
Floyd.
home? If I guess his name,
I'll
can I
allow-
just leave?
I'll allow it.
Lionel
If you can
Richie.
guess his
Not
name,
if you can.
you're allowed to
I'm
leave.
just like, Jeremiah? Is that you?
It wouldn't be your. Is it your brother?
I feel like he'd be the one to be in charge of it somehow. I don't know how he would. He
Okay,
would
what's
just
the
manage
name of
to-
this holiday?
Purge Day.
Oh yeah, you said that. already.
Why Purge Day?
For sure, this is not a holiday.
It's like anti-holiday. It's the
I feel like
anti-holiday.
it'd be an
What are more of
interesting-
the challenge? How many challenges are there for
There's
the challenge?
5.
Okay,
Oh
we've
my
gotten 2 of them
gosh.
so far.
Yeah, find a
Speed
key
run
in the
to
house.
3.
All right, sacrifice something you love.
Okay,
I'm
So it
sorry,
could be-
Gabe. I have no
It
choice.
doesn't have to be people, but
Dylan.
follow
It's time to go.
follow a version of yourself through a shadow of your own life,
An out-of-body experience. Okay.
I don't want to do that.
or write down your greatest regret and burn it before sunrise.
That's easy. That's not that.
Yeah, that's pretty easy to do.
But if you fail, something is taken away from you,
like what?
like a memory or a person that you love.
Well, that's not that
Goodbye,
bad.
James.
That's not that bad because when I come out of it, I wouldn't remember it, so it wouldn't really matter.
All right, who controls it? You want to know?
Who?
Sure.
So it's one person randomly every year
Elon Musk,
gets chosen.
No,
so
Jeff
someone
Bezos.
randomly gets chosen that runs the whole thing.
Katy Perry.
What are they running?
They're running the game.
They have the
What if
power.
they don't want to?
They running.
But
the
that's the thing. They
universe,
don't
yeah.
know that they have the power. People have to find out that they have the power.
Okay. All right. So I'm following you, except for the parts that I'm not, because it makes no sense. So, what are they controlling exactly if they don't know they're controlling it?
So
they don't know what they're.
Yeah, what control?
This,
What are they doing?
This
Like, it
universe
doesn't-
makes no sense, but it makes sense at the same time.
This sounds like a Chat GPT type idea. Not gonna lie.
I
I
told
like
It's
that
you-
creative,
you're just-
yet not really.
You're just
It makes no
stumping
sense.
James right now, and it's entertaining.
I'm not stumped. I'm
You're
simply
very
pointing out the
confused.
flaws in this
No,
world that
there
he's
are no
made.
flaws, James. That's the real question. The real.
Oh,
conundrum.
I see what you're saying. So what you're saying is, oh wait, no, that makes no sense. That's just dumb. What? Like what? What you talking about? What that makes no sense. No, so I just need some explanation because parts of this doesn't make sense because
I think-
there's a lot of plot holes in this.
I think
so.
none of it makes sense.
So
It's not supposed to make sense. That's the whole thing.
we should have led with that.
James,
Oh, my bad.
Well, James, you don't make sense.
Exactly.
But the person that controls it says reality shifts to reflect their subconscious fears, guilt, fantasies, and nightmares.
So everyone
That
goes through
could be
everyone
terrible.
goes through their
So
Their
the
problem.
person
reality
that
gets
is-
projected upon all of us.
So you don't know.
It's a relative
all how
holiday.
one person doesn't even know.
What if it's like a small child? What happens then? It's like a baby, like a toddler.
You're gonna be in a weird universe. That's gonna
You're just
be,
like you just see like the vacuum cleaner rolling like going across the sky and you're like, oh, the vacuum cleaner.
That's when they start worshiping it and they have vacuum cleaner day. Dylan, what do you
So-
have to say?
No, I'm so lost right now, guys.
Are you looking up Corn Day on
Did
your
you
But
laptop?
make
if,
a holiday?
but if the person becomes aware of the truth, the day ends early.
I don't even.
This sounds like
but,
a plot to a movie.
But do people know going in? Like after it
every-
happens a couple times, they forget that it happens every time, or like
Well, people would know Purge Day comes up on the 27th, and then they can all conveniently forget it. Then the universe selects one person to be the leader of the Purge world, and their reality gets projected upon everybody else. But there's these challenges that you have to realize that you have to do to compete to get out of the
this is really
out of the
kind of
universe.
holiday. I don't
But
like
the
this
universe.
holiday. Me and Dylan don't like
I
this
never
holiday.
said that you
But
have
the
to like
thing is,
it,
but the thing
I
is,
just thought it'd be an
the
interesting
world,
take.
Okay.
the world
All right.
can feel like you're in there for a week, but it's only a day. But if the
Interesting.
person who realizes that they're controlling the reality realizes that, the day ends early.
Dylan's
it doesn't even
right now. You gotta take a breath.
So then what basically could happen could be 4 people realize they're in Purge Day and then go find the guy whose reality is controlling Purge Day and they end Purge Day early because they tell him that you're controlling this reality.
That makes total sense.
And then the day ends early. So it's basically, this is like a plot.
I'm glad Gabe gets it.
This
you
is
know,
like
I
a-
mean, just like
This
I
is
get
like-
it. It just doesn't make sense.
It's a,
what? Okay,
how
then
does
what's
it
confusing?
not make sense? I literally
Oh,
just
sorry.
explained it to a T.
Okay, yes, you explained it to a T, yet your T doesn't look like a T. You've made no sense. Regardless of, you can explain it all you want, but you're not actually explaining the actual problems with this holiday. For one, how do people like so going in you just forget everything, right? It all
Yeah.
forgotten. It's all someone subconscious, right?
Yes.
So if it's all just someone subconscious, and it can be anyone in the whole world.
Yes.
Yeah.
What if their subconscious is like they all speak different languages? Do I still know their language? And I mean,
Yes.
their
Yes.
language. So we all speak the same language now, right?
There's a lot of things that with this holiday you have to just assume what happened.
There's like 5 bajillion asterisks.
Yes. Yes.
Like, here's a term
There's
and
actually just
conditions.
like us, a whole
On the
like,
cal-
page.
on the
ways-
calendar, it
There's
says
ways that you
Purge
don't
Day
have to be a
asterisk.
part of the holiday.
But
But
how
how
would
do
you
you
know
know-
it's Purge Day if you lose your memory?
Well, no, when you come out of
Oh.
Purge Day, you realize you were in Purge Day.
Okay.
Do you though?
No, you
Yeah.
don't.
No, you
No,
don't.
you forget
it's
every
not
year.
even
Well,
on
so
calendar.
there's people that realize they're part of Purge Day and they tell other people what Purge Day is.
But how do they know?
No, you lose
How do
memory.
they know?
You said
How
you
do
lose
they know?
memory.
Well, you lose your memory once you enter the reality. I assume you remember
No,
things when
so-
you get out of it.
No, when you're
See, Gabe,
in
you didn't
there,
understand.
The
Okay.
day is like a blackout. You don't remember anything from it.
yeah, you don't remember
Oh.
anything. So then you just go back to
But
normal
every
day
year,
life.
every
Okay.
year, do you remember when you go back into the purge?
Yeah.
And now you're like, oh, I remember this from last year.
But it's different because you're in someone else's subconscious.
Yeah, so it just changes.
So you realize it, but you don't
But
realize
is it planet size? Like it's the whole planet?
Yes.
Or like we're now in a
You're
smaller
in a new
subset of a
reality.
universe?
You're in a new
But is like
reality.
this universe a smaller subset? Or like do I still have the whole distance of the Earth to travel to
You're
do this
in a
sorts
new
of stuff?
reality that is all based around whoever the person is. That
But you
is
could
controlling
travel.
it.
I mean, if you're traveling, it'd still be.
Do I have to pay for this? Or is this out of pocket? Or
Can I pay to get out of it?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
for
the thing.
real.
Escaping the holiday. Here we go.
There's ways to escape.
Yeah. So you don't have to be a part of the holiday. So there's only 4 ways you can get out of it.
I thought there was the 5 challenges.
Oh, that's 5
right?
challenges, but there's 4 ways you can only get out of it.
List
so
them
you
off,
sleep
and then we'll
through
go to
the
Dillon.
whole day of March 27th.
Okay.
So,
I can do that.
but you
Wait,
can,
wait.
the risky thing is your dreams could actually shift you into it.
Okay. What are the other ones?
Okay.
Just list them off.
Then you touch your reflection in a mirror and then say your name backwards.
Okay.
I don't know. This is so.
What else is there?
Make someone laugh genuinely in the midst of horror.
Oh, it's like wait, I got that. It's easy. It's easy.
Okay.
And then find a clock with no hands and reset it with your own heartbeat.
Okay,
What?
wait.
Wait,
So like, read that one more time. Just make sure I heard it correctly.
It says find the clock with no hands and reset it with your own heartbeat.
Oh, I was just doing that the other day. I would, you feel me?
Dylan, what holiday do you have?
Yeah, we're just gonna jump to
Moving
Dylan.
on,
Sorry about
Dylan.
that. I know this is so confusing. I was just like,
I'm just
I think we
10
broke
minutes behind
Dylan.
still.
What?
I'm like 10 minutes ago still.
He's still trying to think. He's like, but wait, how do you?
It still isn't a holiday. A holiday's
It
not a
is
happy
though.
thing.
Dylan, what do you got? What do you got?
trust me, that's
I
not
just
even
want like
all
a
of
nap
it.
day, that's all.
A nap day?
What
National
day is
Nap
that?
Day.
Whenever you want.
Whenever you want.
Everyone gets one floating holiday for just a nap day.
So every
You
work
just
has a floating
Call
holiday.
off work and go to bed.
It's like, hey, I'm celebrating Nap Day today. They like mark it in the calendar. It's like, all right, celebrate his Nap Day is whatever the day is. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nap day.
Do you have to sleep that day and you can't do
Yes.
anything else? Okay.
It's nap day.
So you just sleep
Nap
the
day,
whole day.
just go to sleep.
Yeah.
I feel like this is very influenced by his current
His current-
circumstances.
Because I
dude.
tired him out for the
He's
past
like,
5
man,
and a
if I
half
could just go to
minutes
sleep
just
right
talking
now.
about this.
Nap day's good. Or like a
What
holiday.
happens
for
if they go to the bathroom on nap day?
You don't.
You can go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, you can.
Oh.
But you have to be asleep while you do it. You have to be napping.
No, it's just like you just have to like.
You start sleepwalking. You're just like,
Oh, I gotta go to
Do
bed.
they drug you on nap day so you are always asleep?
No,
that
you
day?
just go nap when you're tired.
Oh. What if I'm not tired on nap day?
You don't take a nap day. It's a floating holiday. You can do whatever you want.
Do I
do
get
they play like lullabies to make you sleep? You know, just like over the.
over
Does
the,
Nap Day?
over the
does,
tornado
wait,
alarms?
does Nap Day carry? Like if I don't celebrate it one year, can I celebrate 2?
No.
Oh man.
Oh. Do I
Just
get,
one a year.
do I
Stock
get-
'em up.
Can I cash nap day in?
Yeah, you can cash it whenever you want in the year.
No, I meant like, can I trade it in for straight cash?
No,
Oh.
you got a nap.
You either use your day or you don't. You know.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'll use nap day.
That's too
It'd
bad for
be an
you.
interesting day though. You just be
It
like,
would be.
yeah, I'm not coming in today. I'm taking a nap.
Yeah, like you can't be like, oh, I'm sick. You're like, I'm just tired. I'm gonna take a nap.
I'm using my nap day. Sorry, not gonna be.
Your boss has to be like,
Dylan,
okay,
are you
that's
using
fine.
your nap day right now?
No, my eyes are open still.
Mostly.
For now.
For
For the
now.
most part.
Then
until,
halfway-
until we get back to
They're
Daniel's
at
other
least
holiday.
80% open.
Are you doing homework?
Well, my other
on
my other
family?
holiday though actually makes more sense. This one I just
Okay,
wanted to-
let's hear your other
Okay,
holiday.
Try
then.
again, because that was not
Let's
good.
just go back.
Daniel,
Let's
is
just go
this
back
a-
to Daniel. Let's let you redeem yourself.
Yeah, let's redeem yourself from what
All
I've
right,
heard.
'cause that was so
monstrosity
confusing. It wasn't
of
really a holiday.
a Purge.
No, I just
that was
wanna-
the plot of a horror movie. Let's just.
It'd just be an interesting day though. You know, if you really think about it.
Yeah, because it makes no sense.
Well, you can't think about it because then you forget it. So, it's not.
Anyway,
Okay, what's this more normal holiday?
all right, the more normal holiday. So it happens after tax day.
Okay.
Okay.
So, hang on, let me look
Is
at
it
it.
Tax refund day.
Spend your money day?
No, it's actually
give the money your taxes. Give the government your taxes, and they just go, all right, here's it all back.
so it's from the April 15th to the 17th. So it's 3
Okay.
days. And then so basically what the whole point of it is dedicated to like emotional, material, and digital cleaning. So like you just connect with people.
So a detox day?
yeah.
Yeah.
From like everything that's going on, you just try and connect with people one on one without
Do you still have ChatGPT open?
no.
Oh.
That's
Yes.
my notes.
Did you
These
make
are his
this one
notes
up?
on ChatGPT.
What?
Did you make this one up?
Actually, I did.
Okay, you made this one.
Oh, he only used like 70% ChatGPT this time.
No, it's more
So
like
what?
80.
We
No.
need to
It's like 80.
So like you use the day to clean your laptop home screen?
Oh yeah, so like certain things like everyone has to clean out like a certain amount of data from like their devices. So like
Clear
me,
all your
I'll say
cookies.
I'll say this: I have over like 10,000 emails.
That's a lot of
So do I.
So
All
like
unread.
you have to like clean out some of that.
Okay, so you go through. Okay.
I'm checking my mail because I have over. Oh shoot! how
What
many
time?
is it?
So you get the day off to do this?
Yeah, so you get those 3 days off.
Oh, you get 3 days.
Yeah, it's the 15th to the 17th.
I approve of having 3 days off. because
My
you can
dad's
use-
email list, just to clarify, just so because I think this is funny. I have like 20, 30,000 unread emails.
Dude.
My dad's thing just says 1M.
So 1
M?
million.
One
Oh god.
M. He might have cleaned it up recently. I don't know.
How
I don't
do
know
you
the
clean-
update, but like,
How do you-
999,900.
How do you clean that?
well, it's so freaking
Delete
high.
all.
I'm like, how is it even that high?
Because he
There's-
gets junk.
Well, he's a pastor too, so.
But this
Yeah,
is,
he has
it
a
was before
pastor
that.
email.
It was before that.
He has a Miles City email.
I just remember looking at it one day and being confused, and I didn't even know it could get that high, but like, it was so many. It might have been a little bit less than that, but for the sake of exaggeration, because it was funnier that way.
1 million.
I don't think it was actually 1 million.
1 million.
But it was
emails.
over 100,000. So
Okay, so-
which is a lot.
So digital cleaning day, and then what are the other two things? It was
There's like an emotional, and then there's a material thing.
And you do one each day.
Yeah, you can, or you can do them all on the same day.
and then have 2
Do
free
you get
days.
work off or do you
Yeah,
have to
no,
just do
You
it?
get
it's
3 days
it's 3
off.
days. So everyone gets it off, and then you just kind of like, it's like decompressing.
Dylan
from like
needs that.
It's not bad.
Dylan's like, I'm
needs-
gonna combine. He's like, I'm gonna do.
It's better than Purge Day for sure.
Dylan needs
He's like,
that
I'm gonna make it a
just to clean his
4-day.
computer
Actually,
off.
he's like, I'm gonna do 3 and then take a nap day on the last one.
I do though. This terabyte, my laptop's like almost full. No, it is full. I lied.
Yeah, so you need to take the day.
I like to clean it off every day to download something new.
But on the last day, at the like towards the end, everyone just kind of like talks about their like week.
All internet services are turned off. You can't go online. You're done.
I like that idea.
And then you can't
I'm
clear
chill
your
with that.
cloud off if your
I'm
internet's off.
okay with that.
Well,
But you have
the
days
2 other
before
days
that.
before that.
To clear out your data.
Oh, okay.
Also,
It's just the last,
The last day the data's off.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're
I see,
just
I see.
talking to people,
You
getting
just
to
have
know
to.
them
You just
more.
have to live life.
'Cause,
for
like-
one day.
Gabe,
I'd
I hope
actually-
you,
if you
think about
I
it,
hope you know
though-
that each podcast episode is like 10 gigs
Really?
when I export it.
But if you really think
How
about
high
it,
are
like,
you exporting these things? Like,
1080.
oh, okay.
But it's like an hour
Ultra
long. At
HD,
1080 is
4K.
Can we get 4K, please?
no.
Can we get 4K?
3 weeks.
If you will buy for new memory cards and more cloud storage, yes.
I can remember. How
I'll
much
buy
do
you
memory
an
cards cost?
SSD.
How much do memory cards cost?
Depends.
I'll buy you
Depends
an
on the
external
space on
hard
them, I
drive,
think.
Dylan.
I have some.
I'll buy you one specifically for our podcast.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Great. Excellent. Huh.
Give me a T7. That's what I use.
What else would I buy?
I don't know.
1080p.
1080.
I
I'll
don't
buy
know.
it 1080p.
I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about. not
I
gonna
would buy
lie,
a
so-
resolution.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I would buy the resolution. And
Yeah, I'll buy 4K.
I'll be like, Dylan, here, I got you a 4K.
Yeah, let me get that 1920 1080. Thanks, bye.
Yeah. Thanks, bye. Jokes that we'll only find funny. I have another holiday. I
Go
like
ahead.
your holiday. I like that day.
You know.
Those 3 days.
I really just wanted to actually throw a curveball into one of them, and that's what Purge Day was.
Yeah,
It's just
Purge
to,
Day was a
really
big
throw everyone-
curve.
That was
Curveball.
kind of nuts.
It
was nuts, but-
yeah, just like the day would be. Okay,
But you'd forget, so.
we would all forget it. A collective forgetfulness. Okay, my next holiday, Weezer Day.
Weezer Day?
Is that like from the band?
Yeah, we just all
Is
listen.
that like the day you gave your heart away?
Yes. It's just every store.
It's just every last Christmas.
What?
Last Christmas, I gave you my
That's
heart.
Wham.
Close enough.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's Wham.
close
Weezer
enough.
is like Buddy Holly and Say It Ain't
That's
So.
close
I thought Weezer like.
Okay, let's have a Wham day, and it's every last Christmas.
Okay, that's your next holiday. Mine's Weezer Day.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, Weezer Day. Not that kind of
Oh,
wheezing.
sorry, I got confused. You said Wheeze, and I was like,
I said
okay, if you
Weezer.
insist.
Close out
I'm
the
right. I'm a
Every-
Weezer, you know. I agree.
No.
My inhaler real quick.
No, Weezer Day. Every store plays Weezer, plays the Blue Album, or just goes through the Weezer catalog. Everybody's phone. It's just all Spotify.
Is
No.
Just,
Weezer broadcast like on TV during
oh yeah,
a certain hour?
Yeah, it
This
just-
sounds like the time that you two like pushed every person's iPhone to have
exactly
their
that
album.
one album.
That sounds terrible.
With the really gay cover.
That sounds terrible.
But no, every Spotify just switches over to
That
everything.
sounds terrible.
Everything is
This sounds
Weezer.
horrible.
Everything is Weezer.
I'm not using Spotify anymore. I would kill
Apple
me.
Music,
like,
all the platforms, switch everything
Not
over to
listening.
Weezer.
I will plug my ears
I
the
hope
whole
it's
day.
during tax day, so it's like it just shuts off. You know, just like
Well,
Closing.
everything
I'm
is just
plugging my
Weezer
ears.
though. What's wrong with Weezer?
I don't know. I don't listen to Weezer.
We,
I just don't want
I
to.
look just like Buddy Holly.
I just don't want to.
I don't even know who Weezer is,
Oh,
honestly.
and I
so.
married Tyler Moore.
it's a band.
Yeah. Say it ain't so. Oh, oh. It's a
It's a
great
good
song.
Guitar Hero song.
So anyway,
It is.
moving on to a
But
good holiday.
Weezer Day would be a great holiday. Living in
Sure, of course it would.
That sounds pretty bad to me, but okay.
I'd rather choose Corn Day over Weezer.
I agree.
Yeah, I like Corn Day. Corn Day is fine.
Corn Day is a really good one. You know,
I also
Except
thought
for
of
corn,
Potato
corn.
Day, but I didn't want all my
That's a
holidays
little-
to involve food.
You said you want them all too?
Well, no, I didn't want them all. So I was gonna do Corn and Potato Day, like 2 separate days, but I didn't want everything
Pretty
to
sure there is
revolve
a
around.
Potato Day though.
We'll see. Okay, Dylan's bringing out the laptop again.
no, there is a Potato Day. I know that for sure.
Well, then why don't we celebrate it? Why
It's
don't
not
I
like a
get,
national holiday.
why
It's
don't I
just
get
like
work
a-
Only
off?
Idaho would.
But no, I,
Only Idaho
but
would
here's
care.
the thing. But here's the thing. I want Potato Day. I want.
Potato Day is August 19th.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
That's what I'm doing.
Corn Day is August 15th, and then Potato Day is August
right
19th.
after. Oh
Great.
man,
Yeah,
that'd be
so
great
get-
holidays back to back. So many carbs though. I'm not gonna lie.
So guess what we're gonna do August, because that's a real holiday. Guess what we're doing August 19th? It's a Tuesday.
Potato.
We're all gonna have some baked potatoes on the podcast.
But we're all gonna have
Before
potatoes
you
and
can-
Guinness.
Wow,
Guinness?
even
That's a
UN.org
weird
has
combination.
I don't drink.
Why?
even
Guinness?
Guinness and potatoes.
even
That sounds.
That's an Irish
Gabe.
thing. What?
the UN.org has International Day of Potato on their website.
See, the United Nations?
Yes. What? Why is this on your website?
Because
This is not something important to the world.
no.
The whole
But it-
world
No,
is an
they're
all
just
potato
different.
day.
They're
It
just
is
different. They're
'cause
just
it's
May
Potato
30th.
Day.
Wait, but
we
they
can
have
sell-
listed as May
I
30th.
thought that was
We can
Mayo
s-
Day.
We can celebrate it earlier. We can celebrate 2 potato days. But no.
2 potatoes.
Guinness and potatoes go together because it's an Irish thing.
Who said potatoes are Irish?
You've never heard, like, that's all they ate.
Hot take.
It's not a hot take. That's just an incorrect take because potatoes, like,
Who says?
but potatoes are an Irish, like,
Yeah,
They-
because the Irish famine.
yeah, the Irish potato famine.
No, that's crazy that the Irish. Sorry,
Don't remember that.
Anyway, the Irish
it was
potato famine.
before your time. It was before all. It was
Yeah,
before.
it was a long time
It was
ago,
like
but-
what was it like? It was.
They literally they
well,
relied.
it was. No, James, you probably know better than I do.
I don't
Hang
remember
on,
exactly
hang on,
what it
hang on,
was.
hang on. The Irish potato famine, also known as Great Hunger, was a devastating period in Irish history from 1845 to 1852,
Yes.
caused by a severe potato blight.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the British ships brought
They
in.
basically ate only potatoes. Like that was basically all they ate.
Yeah, they had,
didn't
like,
have a lot of
heavy
meat, they
cream
didn't have
and
a lot of things.
potatoes.
Yeah, that was like all they ate, which is crazy that they lived off that diet. Like
It
was.
worked though.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm not saying it didn't. Well, they had some big boys back then. All right,
Bigger than James.
and that's impressive.
It is.
Whoa.
I'm a large person.
You are a large person. But no, Guinness
You
and
call me
potato.
fat?
Yes, Guinness and
You-
potatoes.
Monster.
I know.
Edit
Even
that
though you
out.
just
He's
came
fat
back from
shaming
the gym.
He's
Roar.
fat shaming me. All right.
Roar. I'm a
Edit that out.
monster.
Edit that out. No, I'm the
No.
editor now. I'm the editor in chief of
That's
this
false.
You
podcast.
can't
now.
edit things out. You don't have.
Dylan's
editing.
like, no, that part's staying in. Actually,
I think
it's okay.
We
It's
should
you,
look
it's
up
not me.
random holidays. Dylan has the computer. We should see. What,
Dylan, look up. Just Google what's the most random holiday.
well, Boxing Day
Festivus.
for Canada isn't even about boxing.
It's about cardboard
Gonna
boxes.
fly
No.
now.
All right, here we go.
It's
The
literally just a feast after Christmas.
weird national holidays from
What do we got? What do we got?
nationaltoday.com
National Today.
/ weird dash national dash holidays /
/governmentofficials.com.
January 9th is Quitter's Day.
Quitters Day.
I'm gonna quit my job on January 9th.
January 13th.
Is it because everyone quits their New Year's resolutions on January 9th?
Probably, actually, yeah.
Oh, I didn't think of that. I was just thinking.
January 13th is National Clean Your Desk Day. January
Who's celebrating
16th
this?
is Appreciate a Dragon Day.
Ooh, I'll celebrate that day.
Mushu.
We'll appreciate Daniel.
Mushu. I will appreciate
Mushu.
Mushu.
I don't like Mushu.
You don't like Eddie Murphy?
No, actually, I love Eddie Murphy. He's really funny. But
You don't like him as a cartoon dragon?
I just never watched the movie.
Well, yeah, you don't
I mean,
like
that's fair.
musicals.
Exactly.
Is Milan really considered a musical though?
Let's get down to business.
I feel like we're almost.
To defeat the Huns.
The Hans. What are we talking about again?
It's
Milan.
I'll make a man of you.
Mulan!
What do we want? A girl worth fighting for.
All right. Well, anyway, I thought we
I
were reading
can't-
holidays off.
Yeah, we were, but then we just.
Oh, March 1st is National March 1st Day.
I like April 1st. April 1st is my favorite holiday.
Okay, who comes up with these though? Like, who makes it like this is a
I
national
don't
holiday?
know.
Communists.
The commies are coming for me.
Santa's a commie.
What? What? Gone. Edit it out.
No,
Out of
that's
this
a
podcast.
Seinfeld
Nope.
quote. That was the episode where they wanted.
canceled.
That was the episode where Kramer was gonna be Santa, and the elf that he worked with was telling him about communism, and so Kramer got really hooked on communism, and he was on the clock, and one of the kids was sitting on his lap, and he whispered, he was like talking to the kid, and he's like, "Have you heard about communism?" And the kid's like, "What?" And he starts explaining communism, and then the kid's like, "Mom, Santa's a commie." And then he's like, he pulls off, he's like, "No, I'm not." And then he's like, and then the mom's like, grabs the kid, and he's yelling Santa's a commie as they're running out of the mall or whatever. And it's hilarious.
April 21st is Keep Off the Grass Day.
Get off my lawn.
Unfortunately, there's nothing listed on here. I'm going to look up what holiday is today.
What holiday is April 27th?
That website didn't have anything, but today is Babe Ruth Day and National Devil Dog Day.
What is it?
Devil Dog. I
Devil
don't
Dog.
like them. They're a bad team.
Isn't that Devil Dog?
Devil Dogs is a college team.
But I feel
I
like
don't know
that's
what college
also a
before.
food. Isn't
I
that
feel
a
like it's-
food?
I
I
don't
think it's
know.
Babe Ruth Day. It'd also be a college team day, right?
Siri, what is a devil dog?
Oops, wait.
Devil dog is a nickname for a United States Marine coined during World War One. According to that.
A coin?
No,
Oh, wait,
it's
okay,
coined by
here's
the
a better
Marines.
list of today's. Okay, Babe Ruth Day. Day of Uprising Against Occupation,
Yeah.
which is the anniversary of the founding of the Slovenian Liberation Front.
Yeah.
The
It is
Slovenian
also-
Liberation Front.
It is also Divine Mercy Sunday.
Yeah.
It is also Free Feral Cat Spay Day.
Yeah.
It is also Freedom Day for South Africa.
Yeah.
It is International Donor Conception Awareness Day.
Yeah.
It is Lapu Lapu Day.
Cheering for
What?
something.
Don't know.
Honey?
It is Marine Mammal Rescue Day.
Yeah.
It is Matanzas Mule Day.
I don't know what that is.
It's Morse
Go Matanza.
Code Day.
Yeah, Morse code.
You can't say. You gotta go beep beep beep
Beep, 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 beep.
Beep, 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 beep,
I think
beep,
your Morse
beep,
code's
beep,
broken
beep.
there.
It is Mother Father Deaf Day.
Yeah.
Wait.
Deaf parents.
National-
Wait, Mother,
I'm
Father,
busy.
Deaf Day?
I'm busy. It's National Alicia Day.
Yeah, go Alicia.
What? So then there's
Go
a National
Alicia.
James
It's
Day,
your
a
birthday.
Gabe Day.
Go Alicia.
National
there
Little
has to-
Pampered Dog Day.
Yeah.
National Patricia Day.
Who
Yeah,
comes
go
up with-
Patricia.
Who named
National-
these days?
National Pet Parents Day.
Yeah, those
I
guys
feel
are
like it's a
crazy.
valid question.
National Pneumatics Day.
Yeah.
Can we
There's
look
so
up how-
many. There's
Can we
more.
look up how to
Keep
make a
going.
holiday?
National Prime Rib Day.
Yeah.
I'm down
National
with that
Tell
one.
a
I'm down
Story
with that one.
Day.
Yeah, tell us the story, James.
Wait, real question though. Can
Sierra
we look up who
Leone
made
Independence
like
Day.
how do you get a
Yeah.
holiday to be a holiday?
Teach Children to Save Day.
All right.
Yeah.
Real talk though. I have a
Togo
really great
Independence
story.
Day.
I really do have
Yeah.
a great story. That's unrelated
Wait,
to this.
can we look this up real fast? Like, how do you make a holiday?
All right, while
a
you look this up,
holiday?
I'm going to tell my story real quick because it's pretty funny.
Nope, found
It's
it already.
great. Gosh dang it!
For a federal holiday, the U.S. Congress can pass a law to designate it as such.
Yeah.
And then the president signs it.
So someone named Alicia one day just walked up and was like, "I want a holiday for myself."
No, it
Alicia
doesn't,
Keys.
that list wasn't national holidays. It was just holidays.
Like people can make up
That
things
can
and
probably
put
be
it-
just totally made up.
Okay.
Now, great story.
James, tell us the
All right,
story
James, tell us
I'm gonna tell you the story I told you the other day, all right? Because that was a pretty great story.
about you flirting with people in the
Well,
drive-thru line.
no, because I wasn't flirting. Here's the problem.
James.
Here's the problem.
James, don't be flirting with people in a drive-thru line.
No, the problem is that I never think that I'm flirting. I'm just being James, all right? And James is just a rambunctious, out there type of person.
Okay, speed run the story because
All
it's
right.
almost time.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
where's it go?
I was going through the drive-through at Culver's. They pulled me ahead. They're like, "You're waiting here." I'm kind of sitting there with my sunglasses on, kind of just like staring out the window. And this group of like friends all go sit down at this booth that's kind of looking out right towards where I was looking. And this one girl looks at me. I assume her friends were like, "You like waving at that random dude out there," and she like waves at me, and I'm like, "Do I know this person?" It's like, take my sunglasses off for a second to see. And I'm like, "I have no idea who this is." So I put my sunglasses back on. She looks away, and I'm like, "You know what would be really funny?" And so I grab my other pair of sunglasses, which were
His
like
fake
my
his
fake pit vipers.
His fake pits.
I put those on instead now. I switched them out and they weren't looking. So then like they look back and they're like, "Oh, like what?" He switched sunglasses. And I see him laughing, like, "Oh, it's whatever." And then this person gives me my food and I'm like, "I got one more chance of this." So I put the other sunglasses on top of my pit vipers. And I look back over there and I see the girl look out again and she's just like double take. And she's like pulling on her friend and she's like telling him to look out the window. And then I just go like this and like give him a salute with my double sunglasses on, and then just zoom away.
Yes,
That's
sir,
not
Jam.
flirting.
No,
That is 1000%
the
not
way
flirting.
he told me earlier, it was more than that. Like you
What?
didn't you wave back at them?
Well, no,
I thought you waved back at them. Maybe
No,
I
That's not flirting. That's
misunderstood.
just being weird.
I
Okay,
thought
so
I thought that I knew this person. And then when I took my sunglasses on, I was starting to wave, and I was like, "Wait, who the heck is this person? Like, I don't know who this is." And I
Yeah.
kind of like stopped.
So
I'm like, "Who is
what was
this?"
the whole point of putting double
he's
glasses on?
Because it's hilarious. All right, let me set the stage for you. If you're sitting there and you're looking out and you're goofing around and
I
you're just
retract
kind of
my
messing with a guy in
earlier
a drive-through,
statement.
and then you look out and all of a sudden he's wearing 2 pairs of sunglasses, like a pit vipers and regular ones on top, would that not crack you up?
No, I'd be confused why
No.
you're doing that.
I would.
I'd be like, is this guy
I'd be
okay?
dying. I'd be
They
laughing
probably
so
thought he was
hard.
mentally unwell.
They could have.
Well,
I guess
they
that
wouldn't
kind
be
of reminds
wrong,
me of a
but
story when I was going to Chicago. I had these clapper hands. And I drove past this family, and his wife was pissed. His wife was mad.
Because you use clapper hands?
Yeah, because I was waving at them, and I was like this down the freeway, and then he sped up, caught up to me and my friend, and started clapping his hands in front of his wife, and his wife was just not happy. But,
Wow.
but like, I feel like that's the difference. Like,
Oh,
guys just
yo.
understand the
jokes.
stupid things.
This reminded me of a really good story. I'll tell this one real quick and we'll be done with the podcast. But when I was younger, we were driving down the highway, and I had this roll of like Scotch tape, and I was using it.
That's not a
I've been
good
using
start
it
to
to
our
like.
story. This is gonna
I've
go.
been using it to make my like fake mustaches and stuff like this. And I started like putting it on my face. And at one point, I now got this thing all covered. My face is totally covered in Scotch tape. I have one eye out.
Why did
and-
you have Scotch tape on a road trip?
Don't worry about it.
You don't
I
carry
look
Scotch
out
tape
the
on a
window
road trip?
now at this
just,
dude.
just so you know, January 31st is National Scotch Tape Day.
I'll have to remember that.
Carry on.
But no, so I look out.
Yeah.
I look out the window at this dude driving by me, and I see him kind of glance over and like panic and like jerks the wheel to the right. He swerves, and then like all of a sudden, I just see him fly by us. Like he's gone now at this point. Like I like scared the crap out of this dude. He's like, wow, he's just out of
You
here.
just got kidnapped.
I just look at him, just like with like the
You did
one
not
arm.
want to be a witness, dude. He was like, no.
like, listen, man,
I
this
never
man
saw that
just
kid. I never
used
saw
Scotch
that
tape
kid. I
to
never
tape.
saw that kid. I didn't see anything.
It's like I don't know. It's like seeing on the he gets the
I don't know
Amber Alert.
anything.
It's like hey, there's a kid with Scotch tape all over his face. He's been kidnapped. He's like, oh, I don't know.
I didn't see it, I promise.
He probably cries about it to this day.
He's probably like, I hope that kid's
Scared the
okay.
crap out of that guy. Oh my gosh.
If you're listening, he's fine. He's right here.
I'm
call
not-
this fine.
Air quotes on the fine.
You call this fine.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's
is,
pretty good.
Is James fine?
Yes.
Is
All
James
right.
well?
The world may never know.
The world may
Want to
never
send us,
know.
Gabe?
Want to end us? Yeah. So we end on a phrase.
What phrase?
We have our catchphrase, I guess you could call it, or a phrase that we say.
So we end all of our podcasts.
Yeah. So we always say, remember to film horizontal. Like
Remember to
film
film
like this. You don't.
Okay.
You don't film like this. And James always messes it up.
It's ridiculous.
But so Dylan will count us down, and then we all say it at once. So
Three,
Remember- okay,
2,
so-
1.
Remember
Always
to-
remember to film horizontally.
What? I was just so, literally, I was about to say it, and then you all were just like, "Du-du-du-du-du-du." So
It's not a call.
exactly.
that's
All
why
right.
I know.
And we are out. I just farted.